Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing.
Yeah! Zeki boy! Nailed it once again, and thanks to Sione for that intro. Yo, ma, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the PAC Show, proudly brought to you by DoubleTake Sports and Pig Athletic Club, the show that brings you all the highlights, lowlights, reviews, previews, news, and interviews from rugby here in Australia and around the world. Tonight, we are a little bit lean, unfortunately, because Dow's blown himself to smithereens after his Bucks party on the weekend. So it's just DOS starting for the boys this evening, but the Battlers bench is packed to the rafters with Big Fat Das and the kill switch himself. Ryan Freeney, lads, how are we?
Lean.
Feeling lean.
Whoa.
That's
We trimmed some of the fat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Down.
Doesn't look like... Oh,
Straight
yes.
up.
Down.
Straight up.
Well, actually, speaking of Dow not being here, Zach and I were having a bit of a yarn, and we thought it's a bit lonely up here for Dawson. There's an injury to one of the starters, so he thought it's now the time for someone from the Battlers bench to earn their stripes and get that call up to start. So, starting with you, friends, you both have 30 seconds to give us a reason as to why you deserve to start ahead of the other bloke.
Well, to be quite honest, Das has been... He started well since we've started here with our segments. But last week, I thought I brought it back to, I'm not sure what I'm saying here. This is sort of like one of my questions. Now I'm nervous.
Now you're nervous?
And now I'm nervous. But anyway, my lookalikes...
15 seconds.
My lookalikes, I thought I brought it back a bit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, therefore, in hypothesis, I think I should be up on the starting bench.
Bravo, yes, well done. Round of applause, everybody, for the kill switch himself. So, Big Fat Das, you have 30 seconds.
Ryan is a horrendous person. Right? He's bad to get along with. He smells. He mentioned something before we went to air, Toss.
He did.
Right?
He did.
I'm not going to say it on air because I'm a gentleman. And I think that really sums it up. And I like to come to a point and end it. Right? As opposed to his waffling on. I think I've said it all.
Well, you don't even ask questions.
Was that a question?
Back to me. All right, well, two very convincing arguments made by both Big Fat Das and the kill switch. Dos, it's in your court, mate. Who are you going to call up to sit us beside you this evening?
Still, last ditch effort.
No. I think you've...
I can't see. I can't breathe. I just went for a run, in case you guys didn't know. I ran 4Ks. The first 4Ks.
Since I've heard of this is breaking news. Breaking news! Walk us through your run. Go on. Walk us through your walk.
Well, let's okay. We started. I went with my workmate and we walked for a bit. I ran for about 500 meters, and I tell you what, I had the worst cramps in my feet. And anyway, so I had to walk again for a bit. But anyway, I got to running.
Okay, we're back on running. So we're at 500 meters at the moment.
Anyway, got back. And my feet are cramping, and now I can't speak. So therefore, I should be up there because my back needs support. This hurts.
I don't know if you've added to your argument with that last ditch effort. What I'm going to do, I think after your phenomenal running effort, you should probably save those legs. Just stay there and we'll let Darcy walk up.
That's a lovely offer, Dos, but I belong here.
Yes!
Yes! Why are you blocking Dos?
No, I like it. That's what I like to see.
I was gonna say
Now he
the
doesn't
same
have to
thing.
sit near you or smell Freeney's
Correct.
balls. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
he's
true.
doing all right.
I'm the real winner in this situation.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
But definitely he's still not the winner. He's definitely not the winner. Okay.
No, well, let's just say you're both equal losers. All right, well, we've got a massive show this evening. We have no guest. Unfortunately, we were starting out with Nani Laumape, former All Black Stade Francais inside centre, was due to be joining us. Unfortunately, something's come up. But that said, Nani Laumape will be joining us next Monday night to have a yarn to the boys. So
70% sure he's coming.
well, wishful thinking. Let's see how we go. Well, but that said, Nani should be here next week. Hopefully, the 50 million people we've reached out to in the interim, someone might say, yeah, I'm keen for a yarn in the next hour or so. But outside of that, we still have a shitload to discuss. We saw... we've obviously got QPR, Shoot Shields heating up with only one round left before finals. Big wins in QPR on the weekend. We've got the Battlers bench. That's going to be a disgrace as per usual. But before anything else, big ticket news items. The girls have done it, DOS, and they have claimed gold with a 24-12 victory over Fiji at the Com Games this morning. Yeah! Hell yeah. How good was this, DOS? Where they belong.
Mate, exactly. Phenomenal effort. I mean, they're a brilliant team, obviously well coached by Walshy. But yeah, they're just a team of phenomenal athletes who just keep delivering at the biggest stage. And yeah, very, very well deserved.
First side to ever lose a group stage match
Yes, but
to Fiji, and then come back and get the gold. I think to put it in perspective, the other closest winning margin, the other closest winning margin from a gold medal winning team was in 2002 when the Kiwi side won 36-12 against Scotland. So it's no mean feat. And Tim Walsh came out and said it's a testament to, I guess, the character of this
correct.
women's side, that they are the number one side in the world. The Com Games previously, they were disappointed with the results, same with the Olympics, and they're able to lose this group stage game. They're the number one ranked side by far, having wrapped up the World Series, but still able to lose that game and then in the final come out and do what they did. DOS, like that. This team is world class, and it is generational in regards to the players you've got in that side.
Yeah, man, exactly. And I think, whilst you hit it on the head there, it shows the character of the group, the resilience of their group. And they obviously used the past performances at big events like this as motivation. But you're right, man. They are absolutely world class. And, I really hope that they inspire the next generation of young girls coming through to, just see sevens as the pinnacle of sport, Com Games, Olympics, and, really aspire to, to be the next Charlotte Caslick or the like.
Oh, well, I mean, Maddie Levi, I think it was, actually said that her and her sister obviously were being courted by both the AFL and NRL, and they said, we want to be the next Charlotte Caslick. Now they want a Com Games medal, both of them with her. So that is awesome stuff, and they've got a Sevens World Cup next month that, if they clean that up, that's World Series title, a Com Games, and a World Cup Sevens title, all in the space of a couple of months.
They've got to back it up now within a month. Is it a World Cup as in like a normal
World Cup Sevens? Yeah,
all right.
That's fine though, because usually the circuits are every week when the circuits are on. Am I right?
Yeah, something like that.
What was
Yeah,
that?
something like that.
The circuit. Is everyone all right?
Yeah.
No, the circuit's on every week, isn't it?
It's
So
usually they'll do like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And have
2
a few
weeks,
weeks
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's just how it is in the Seventh Circuit. Like
Future's looking mental though.
it is
for the
looking
girls.
ridiculous, and
We've
this
got-
right here will be the catalyst for that women's game. We've seen it
We've
just
got
go.
the
Godzilla.
Levi's at what 18 and 19. I was trying to find her name, the one with the headgear. She comes on like the second half. She's like 17. She's ridiculous. She's a little stocky, just absolutely puts a big step on and just boosts birds.
Just pushes birds.
No, but like this, mate, they're insane. They were so good.
They're phenomenal.
They were so good.
They are grit. They are
Faith
strength.
Nathan, I can't remember all the names, but they're unreal.
Like they are they're skillful, they're determined, they're tough, they're gritty. They just do everything so well, and they are a side that every rugby follower in Australia should be looking up to and respect the hell out of them. They're amazing.
That Ashby bird was
Matty
throwing,
Ashby.
Yeah, she was throwing like 40-meter perfect passes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just, it was awesome.
No, it's absolutely amazing. So congrats to the girls. On the men's front, unfortunately losing the bronze medal match to the Kiwis 26-12. A tough way to bundle themselves out, big fat ass.
Did they have a hiccup against Uganda?
You got to be kidding me.
No, they just beat Kenya.
Just beat Kenya.
No, but
Yeah.
they did. They drew against Uganda
Yeah.
There you go.
in the pool matches.
That would have been scary.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Samu came back for the last couple of games.
No, he wasn't there for the semis and so on. He did have that injury, and John Maneni actually came out and he actually said, like we missed our opportunities with that South African game. I think there was a yellow card. The Blitzbokke scored. There was an unforced error. They didn't secure a kickoff. Blitzbokke scored. Things like that, and then that just sort of metastasized into what we saw in that. Yep, it sort of just metastasized. Thank you very much into what we saw in that Kiwi game. It was almost unstoppable.
And I mean, they had a really good year last year. The Aussie men's. I think they finished in the top 2.
They're currently second on the World Series ladder. Yeah. If they in the final tournament in LA next month or whatever it is, if they win that, they win the World Series.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, exactly.
So it's onwards and upwards. I think it's more about John Manenti was coming out and saying that, if we want to, especially considering their full-time contract list is now down to 6, he's had to rely on club players to fill those gaps.
Exactly.
And I guess it's just how they're rolling.
Yeah.
And
budget issues.
Yeah,
maybe.
and he's just said what they've done, like, it'd be all well and good to be able to sit here and be like, we did well, we're looking good, it's onwards and upwards. But he's like, no, we're setting a standard. We didn't hit the standards we feel we set and we should achieve. And he goes, we're number 2 in the world. We're number 2 going into the World Cup Sevens next month. Like, we should be placing. We should be getting a medal.
Yeah.
Which is an awesome way to look at this, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, the number 2 in the world team for a reason. I think, at these big tournaments, and we see it in World Cups every year, it's these little moments, as you said, the kickoff, the yellow card. You don't get another chance, especially in sevens when you only got bloody 7 minutes each half, right? So you can't afford to make mistakes. And they've got 6 contracted players. They've brought a whole lot of guys up from club this year who've done an unreal
awesome
job. Mate, they've done an unreal job. And, they're growing every week. Guys like that, Corey O'Toole, he's unreal.
He's phenomenal,
just plucked from nowhere.
Yep.
The young Turner, I think it's Josh Turner maybe. He looks the goods.
Yes.
And, so, mate, they'll keep getting better and better. Once those guys are embedded into the program and they're full-time professional athletes, they'll only get better.
How did Mark Nawangantane-Wase go? I didn't get to see many of the men's games.
Yeah, neither, to be honest.
This is on awkward times. Did you see him, Mark?
Didn't get much game time, but I think outside of that, it's as you said, it's those clubs players were absolutely phenomenal. Like Gonzalez stepped up, like it was guys that you sort of just came out of nowhere. But I guess it's just testament to the standard of footy player we're growing in Australia at the moment, that you can pick guys out of almost obscurity, put them on the world stage, and you can become the second best team in the world.
Josh Collins needs to go there. Josh Collins,
mate,
that's it.
The Roman sandal.
He'd be actually good if he didn't.
He'd be unreal.
Yeah, he'd be good, eh?
I've always wanted to ask these like sevens players, where obviously all their training is a lot of fitness, a lot of sprint work, a lot of continual running. Whether they suffer the same issues that we used to have, which when fitness would come up, shin splints would come out. Do you reckon shin splints ever come up in sevens training?
I think I just got them now.
That's from all the running you've been doing, from all the road work.
Hell yeah! Well, just letting you all know, Harry Higgins is going to be on the blower with us in a few minutes' time, actually. So we've got, recent. He was skipper for the Doggies on the weekend, Harry Higgins. What a resurgence from the one-time Eagle, going from wanting to play third grade to skippering the Doggies on top of the table. What?
That's a bit of a 5-week turnaround, wasn't it? It was like, what are you guys doing with Black Dogs? You probably go up the grades, mate. Yeah, right.
Have a run for third grade. What is happening? Haz will be joining us soon too, which is bloody good gas. So Scott Robinson's actually come out. He was on he was doing an interview on some piece of shit podcast or TV show that isn't the PAC Show, so who cares? And he came out and he actually said he wants to win 2 World Cups, but then added on with 2 separate countries. So read into it what you will, but he said, I really want to go to a Rugby World Cup. I want to go to a couple. I'm 47. I'll be 52 by the time the next Rugby World Cup comes around. I want to get to 2 or 3 and really test myself. I want to win a Rugby World Cup, but I want to win it with 2 different countries. I haven't said that publicly before. I have now. It would be great to win a World Cup with your own country, which I want to do, but I'd love to do it with another country. I'm not sure what order that is. I'm not sure how that plays out. Those decisions are not mine.
Notice he never said coaching. Maybe he wants to play, right? He never says as a coach. I'm just saying. He goes,
Makes you think.
And he's like, I'm only 47.
It makes you think.
Right?
I'll be 52 at the next
Right?
World
And
Cup.
I've been doing a lot of road work
I'll be
with Ryan
peaking
Freeding.
just in time.
We walked ran 500 of, and then you kind of trailed off with your overall amount.
Did you guys win?
And then he's like, and then we finished the run. It's like,
So, Freeney,
De facto.
Oh.
Next match.
Freeney, your
countries.
thoughts on this? Because that right there is really the first time he's come out and almost said, I want to coach the All Blacks,
Yep.
and if you don't do it now,
I'm going somewhere else.
I'm going somewhere else.
So I think he's unofficially told everyone besides the media that he's going to go to the Wallabies after Dave Rennie's contract has expired. Did I make that up? Yes, I did. No, it would be awesome.
Imagine if the PAC Show just turned
Yeah,
into
we
like
just-
QAnon light.
Just making up stories.
very light.
No, that'd be pretty awesome. Like, I would to be honest, I would like him to coach All Blacks. I think he would bring the thing they're missing at the moment, and to bring a bit of spark back. And it would be a different style of play instead of that sort of serious, sort of Steve Hansen-y sort of coach,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And
What-
only in my opinion.
Dos, what team in World Rugby do you think would benefit from having Razor Robinson? And who would be in a position you think to maybe change things up and just go, screw it, let's get him?
England.
England?
Yeah, I mean, England is the obvious one that sort of pops up. But,
Do you think Eddie's on his way out?
mate, any team would benefit from
Did you-
having Razor as part of their setup. I just wonder if
Yeah.
Darcy's
I
on,
think it would have to be an established tier 1 nation.
Yeah.
Darcy's onto something. He didn't mention anything about being a head coach. So I reckon, he could secretly be part of a team next year in the sort of consulting role, potentially. But, I think he's just wanting to send the tabloids into a bit of a spin.
Why not?
And
Start a bidding
exactly.
war,
Just
kinda
put a
like
bit more
Maybe
heat on.
just-
Put a bit more heat on Ian Foster.
Yeah, I'm sure he's
More
done
heat.
that.
That
Yeah.
poor bloke.
He's looking
That
like
poor
Freddy
bloke.
Krueger at the moment.
But
man. Poor bastard.
I think you mentioned Fiji before. Imagine a bit of Canterbury, like a bit of Crusaders ball in Fiji. If they just get there, maybe as like an interim coach till maybe the All Blacks.
Well, they've got
Vacated
Vern Cotter,
coaching?
don't they?
Yeah.
They do have Vern Cotter.
So he's no slouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
As I said, I just think
Wales need a bit
Razor
of help.
Robinson's his credentials are too good that he will go to
A
nothing
tier
against
two.
it, but I don't think he'll go to a Pacific. I couldn't see him going to a Pacific Island nation.
No,
I
he
couldn't
won't.
see. I'd be hard pressed to see him as an assistant unless it was England. Pretty much just England, actually.
Yeah.
England. Yeah, that's it.
Who else?
and
do
that
you
would-
reckon? Who else would benefit? I know everyone would.
Everyone
but
would. Do you think maybe Japan
Yeah, but
would
then-
throw the book at him? But they've got Jamie Joseph that
Yeah.
he has done so
yeah,
much
and,
for
and
them.
I think I think
What
if
about the
if he wants
Saffers?
to coach a World Cup. I think he's going to want to pick a team who is a genuine chance of winning it.
South Africa.
Mate,
might
South
be in a
Africa would be
position.
an absolute. That would imagine the rugby and the politics you'd have to deal with there. I don't think it'd be worth it, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would be cool and it'd be such an experience. But I think the off-field stuff with the actually just.
But he
rugby-
could be an assistant there underneath Razzie. And that could be a complete culture shock. He makes mention of, I don't know if I put it in there, but he talks about the idea of being able to understand a different rugby culture,
Yep,
which
that'd be cool.
South Africa would be. I don't know, but
Getting them back to the running rugby
yeah,
instead of kicking everything.
get him to Georgia.
Get into
Georgia.
I've said it. Get him to Georgia, for God's sake, and get them in
rolling
the
balls
Six
from
Nations.
60
Get 'em
metres
up there.
out.
18 months, they'll be killing everybody.
Well,
Skinning them and turning them into toupees, because half of them need it.
in regards to
And-
South Africa, with the amount of times Razzie Erasmus gets banned as a coach,
You need
Razor
someone to
Robertson
fill in.
really- head coach. Also, Eddie Jones, he also hinted that he might want to coach the Rabbitohs in the NRL. So
What?
he
Did he?
did. Did you hear that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did hear that one.
Yeah.
And then everyone.
And the NRL were like,
rinsing him.
no.
Yeah, I
Well,
reckon he-
Czech's doing the Lebanese rugby league side at the World Cup later this year. It's so
What
Jeez, he's a confident guy. I love
Because
it.
I think Eddie Jones. We were talking about it last week. I think about becoming the director of rugby or something for the Wallabies. Is that true?
Eddie Jones?
Yeah, he was talking about coming back to Australia, didn't he?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I think some people amongst Rugby Australia have come out and said he'd be a good fit.
Yeah.
It would
I
be
reckon
good to get him
I
back,
reckon
but, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
It would be interesting no matter which way you skin that cat. One last thing. We've got Haz on the blower. But one last thing before we go to the great man himself. We've seen some new key signings and re-signings in Super Rugby AU. In particular, Sefa Angasi has signed on, bolstering that front row stocks where we saw earlier this year. No Nella and no Zane Nongal for great periods of it. It really did affect us. Nick Yus has re-signed with the Rebels, Ian Pryor, and Henry Robertson's going over from New South Wales. But a big one for mine. Look, Harrison Goddard's coming back from the Giltinis, but Tolu Latu has signed to the Tars on a one-year contract. Freeds. I'm sure he's not having any celebratory beers. Well, hope not. But
that's massive.
A bit to celebrate in regards to that, you reckon?
100%. I suppose the hookers will be a bit off it, having him coming back before the World Cup. But I think it was always going to happen, wasn't it?
I think he was always looking at coming back.
But mate, that's a good signing.
He was getting into a bit of strife over there too. So yeah,
that was a good signing, mate. That guy can whack.
Well, DC says he's like, we all know how he plays. He's one of the most devastating hookers in world rugby on his day.
Just like a drink, it's no problem. Have a slip of the lights. It's no problem.
There it is.
Yeah.
Have a little mohe, mate. Oh shit, the bloody hell. It's the police, mate.
No, but all good signs, and it's good to see Nick Yusti lined up for UQ on the weekend, the dog. But
doing well,
but killed it, mate. Killed it, and he was an integral part of that Rebel side this year for Patches. But bulking up, looking really good at 12-2 with that rangy boot, mate. He'll
be good, man. He came into the Brumbies out of school when I was down there. And, I'm not a huge advocate of getting guys into Super Rugby programs straight out of school. And, and he wouldn't mind me saying, but he's a case in point in the reason why I don't like it. They just don't get enough care. The head coach, Bernie, Juicy coming and training under him seemed like a good idea. But the reality is he doesn't have much time to put into him because he's got to take care of a team. But, man, it's so good to see him back. He's big. I played golf with him last week, and he's feeling good. He's happy. He's down in Melbourne. He's settled.
How old is he?
25.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
He
coming into his
he was
coming
awesome
into his
in
prime.
the other week. The other year. When 2018, I think it was.
Yeah.
He was playing some awesome footy.
He's just got a huge boot on him.
He's got a big boot. He's got a big frame.
He's bulked up a lot and he's
quick.
looking really good.
He's quick.
He's got all the attributes to be a bloody good footy player.
Yeah, and just needs a coach who knows how to sort of get the best out of him. And yeah, man, I reckon he'll have a good year next year.
Yeah. Dos, didn't you go straight into a Super Rugby setup straight out of school?
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big advocate for it. Because I know how much it
comes from experience.
Yeah,
does it?
Exactly.
It's interesting.
Look what happens to people.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Now you're hanging out with us.
Real weirdos.
Yes, brah. Welcome to the bottom. Speaking of the bottom of the barrel, Harry Higgins from West Rugby Club. Haz, how are you, brother? Can he hear us? Haz? Can he hear us? There we go. Yeah. Haz, how you going, man?
Boys, thank you for having me.
No, thanks for joining on, man. Joining us tonight,
Joining
man.
on.
Joining on. Thanks for joining us tonight, mate. We were actually saying, we had Nani Laumape lined up today, and now we've got you. But that's all well and good, man. We really appreciate you joining us. You're a superstar in our eyes. Has got to ask you though, mate.
Thanks, mate.
First time skippering Premier Grade on the weekend against the Dragons. What a rise for you. I think only a few months ago you were looking to play for the Black Dogs, and now you're skippering first grade. What's doing?
Mate, started third grade. Worked my way up. Nothing about it, bit of fun. Mate, it's been an awesome opportunity. Just thankful the opportunity came around. It was one of the goals I've always had as a player and as part of the club. But yeah, just playing good footy and enjoying being with my mates back at West. So it's been an awesome season so far.
I tell you what, mate. How's my bud over there, LV, going, mate? Seeing you, how's he going?
Mate, he just misses you, Frenny. He talks about you every week.
Mate, I tell you what, he gave me a little SMS message the other day, mate, and he told me he's going to make you captain. I tell you what, my board of horse is rock hard, mate. It still is, mate.
Is it shaped like board of horse too?
Support. Yeah, absolutely. Curves to the left.
So is mine, mate. It's like a butterfly's tongue. Just curls around.
Just never stop curling.
Yeah. Mate, how's it going?
Okay, now you're going back to how's it going? Okay.
No, mate, the
Yeah,
season, you guys must be pretty stoked with how you guys are going at the moment.
Mate, absolutely. It's pretty awesome to see the results so far. I mean, obviously the hard work was put in the preseason. A lot of good connections and good relationships have been established to the boys. So you feel pretty welcomed when you come back to the club. And obviously there's a lot of connections from last year and the seasons before. And I think, finally after a few years in the making, we're finally seeing the results of the culture coming through and some good players, some good leadership, and obviously just everything sort of bringing together, and a pretty good package means we play some good rugby, and at the end of the day, that's kind of what we're just there for, is have a bit of fun and rip in on Saturdays. So it's awesome to see, and it's great to be a part of.
Mate, do you reckon that big Cobus Elof looks like Freddie Burke that just been raised next to a nuclear power plant?
Honestly, Cobus ate Freddie Burke, and that's what happened.
I tell you what, there's someone's got to be explaining to do.
Mate, he literally looks like he grew up next to a nuclear power plant. I scrum behind him one day, and I was like, mate, this guy is not moving an inch.
All he eats is bloody biltong for breakfast, mate.
Mate, his farts smell like it too, bro. You smell it?
How good's that?
Has, mate, looking forward, season 2023, season 2024, would you like to be sipping on Gilgronis or Giltinis or anything over in the US again, or you're pretty happy with being back in Oz?
Mate, pretty happy sitting on the hill. I think next year.
Yeah.
I think I'll be
Mango Hill.
enjoying a few bevies, and Mango Hill might be my spot next year, boys. I think I'll be enjoying the finer things in life.
Well, see, if you play rugby on a Friday night, then you've got all day Saturday to sit up on the hill.
Yeah.
You got to start early, Jay.
You've sold me. You've sold me. I'm
Easy
coming in.
peasy. I know.
Mate, you got to get in full time.
As long as we have another Black Dogs tour.
Oh, God.
Mate,
I got a wife and kid now.
Oh,
Who cares?
PTSD.
Let's do it. Not for long.
Harry, mate, now the borders are back open and we start sussing out a few more tours. Mate, you're going to have to be captain. You can't actually miss any. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I could miss any more, mate. I think I've already got a few years left in me carrying the pill and getting overseas, so I may as well rip in while I still got the chance,
Well, Bali's lovely around November, so just letting you know as well, mate. But I just want to...
need something, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty gross, bro. But it'll be fun. But I want to... a lot of people wouldn't actually know. You've had a pretty storied rugby career. You're a once-capped USA Eagle, but lead us through how you found yourself representing the USA Eagles, mate.
Mate, I'm still not sure how I got to the rugby. Mate, it's just the old one that he who sticks around the longest gets a shot. You know what I mean? So being last never means you missed out. So I must have done something right to get there, but mate, it was all about the journey, mate. I went overseas and mate, I really enjoyed my time there, and obviously just finding footy and college and mate, all of that sort of led me to be in a good place. And then thank God to J-Bor and Martyville, because otherwise I would have never been at Old Blue,
Yeah.
the Old Blue of New York. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, mate,
But-
hell yeah, bro. But yeah, mate, obviously those opportunities led to a really great opportunity. And, mate, when you get those opportunities, you don't really want to miss them. So just take
Say opportunity again, Harry.
Mate, I think I've said it about 5 times.
The opportunity, mate.
And we got a thesaurus out there for a minute.
Nah, man, you're on your own.
Fuck.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, man. But that said, obviously you've still got a few mates over there in the US. Nate Augsburger, our former housemate, skippers the Eagles and plays for the San Diego Legion. What are your thoughts in the game over in the US? It's absolutely blowing up. We saw some controversy with the Gilgronis and Giltinis, but I mean, it is going Godzilla, and you can't help but think it's only onwards and upwards, mate.
Mate, absolutely. Obviously, the first couple of years are going to be, your learning and maturing years. I was over there for the start of it all, and it was a great place. It's really It's a really encouraging environment. A lot of really great players over there, and great opportunity for the boys. There you go, another opportunity for you.
Opportunity. I'd say more opportunity.
Yeah. You're all right, mate. Keep going.
God. But no, it's obviously, yeah. I think the young ones over there are starting to take it on hold. So you've got youth programs and stuff like that are huge, especially in like Atlanta and Texas, and in New York they got play rugby, and some really great organisations that are sort of driving the rugby culture, and obviously with the World Cup hopefully there in a couple of years, that will really drive the growth of the sport. And I think if that sort of fundamental growth can be sustained, that they'll be able to really develop a huge culture. And the athletes over there, as you know, Jay Ball, they're just huge, great players, and they're just learning the game as it is. So give them a couple of years to get the rugby knowledge in there, and obviously with the MLR having really great players over there, that gives them the education. I know Steve Brett's over there coaching Atlanta, and in the last 2 years with those guys there, it's been massive for them to grow. So yeah, mate, I think it's a massive opportunity.
Yeah. Get the wig, Zachy. You missed the wig, Zachy.
Holy shit, Harry. Sold.
Yeah.
You just pitched
Sold.
it.
He
Sold.
did it.
Yes.
Let's all get out of here. Harry,
like-
mate,
Who
yeah,
invest?
Yeah.
invest.
USA Rugby, that's where it's at.
Hey,
Crypto, F45.
Hey, Harry, Double H, mate, can you find a tens tournament, sort of in like the more coastal regions of America, that PAC can go to? Because we need that, like Maggot Fest. Have you seen how sus that is? I think we need to find,
mate, I
just
wouldn't
come a
go
bit
there
lower.
again.
Yeah. So let's just start. Let's. That's your next task, please. Please find something in the
I
coastal
will
areas.
send out some vibes tonight, mate. I'll sort you out, don't you?
Texas, even Texas would be good, I reckon.
All opportunities will be
perfect.
considered.
How's Freeney just outsourcing
Yeah,
his
yeah.
job at PAC
That's
to
your-
Harry Higgins?
Isn't that your only job?
That's what happens, boys.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly right.
Has
Generally,
just,
someone with
What
the
leadership?
knows the territory.
just a quick one, Has. What do you prefer playing on? Westfield of like 5 weeks ago, or AstroTurf in the middle of summer?
Oh,
That's a tough
that
one.
is a good one.
That's a what do you reckon?
Mate, I think I'd have to take Randall's Island midsummer.
Randall's?
110 degrees in East Burn.
On the,
Yeah.
which is a mental asylum. Like it's a hard,
It's a former sanitarium
and kids.
turned into a big island full of
Lots of
playing-
kids.
Yeah, playing
Mate,
fields.
kids everywhere, cooked heads everywhere,
Yeah.
mate. It's an unreal
Yeah.
environment. You feel like you're never going to miss out.
Catching the bus out there is good
Yeah,
fun.
it's grim.
Oh, mate, it is. It
last
is
one
The
like,
back.
old window lickers.
yeah, it is like Midnight Express to hell, man.
No,
Well,
you never
Has-
come back the same. You never come back the
No,
same.
nah, man. I mean, we've seen, we were just talking before, the doggies are absolutely killing it on the ladder this season. You have probably out of the top 5 or 6 sides, you've got a good lead in. You've got Jeeps next week, then a bye, but then you've got sort of 2 of the lower ranked sides. In your opinion, obviously the doggies are going to finish minor premiers, but who do you think are the 3 sides that you're probably going to be lining up against come September?
Mate, obviously, I think Brothers are a very good contender. They've got some players coming back. They'll add to their strength. We had a great game against them over there at Cosby Road, so that was awesome. I think Bond is a very good athletic team. They're very developed, and they got real hard runners, good play. We went down there just a couple of weeks ago, and that was a real tight one. So I think Bond will be in there. They've had good lead up to the season, getting some players there. And I'd have to say, it's between Jeeps and East for me. East had a good win against us. They played some really smart rugby. They got the penalties out of us, drew some, they put some pressure on us on the outside, and we didn't really execute. But yeah, I think Jeeps is always, they're such competitors. Hate to say it, but fucking Jeeps.
Yeah,
But,
the boys.
I don't think you hate to say it. Quite,
Sounds like you enjoyed that quite a lot.
fucking Jeeps.
okay. Are you getting another,
Family show, guys.
another opportunity?
But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But no. So you're saying what? You don't reckon UQ's going to be in the mixer, mate?
Oh, mate, look, honestly, I think they've had a good season, but again, I think there's just a lot of good competition out there. So, what we saw when we played them, I'd put, East is a good pack. They win their dominant set piece, and if they can do that, they'd knock off UQ. And I think Jeeps just have, they've got all the weapons that they need. Are just figuring out what best suits them and how they can best play their best foot forward. So, it's a tough competition. That's kind of what you look for. You always want the best teams going forward. So, at the moment, I think on form, Jeeps and the East are probably a little bit ahead of Uni.
Nice, yes.
I would love to see West, Jeeps, East, and Bond in the finals.
That would be awesome. No brothers and no UQ. And then we wake up and eat breakfast. Because I don't see that happening, unfortunately. But, mate, no, it's going to be red hot, mate. And the kennel has been going Godzilla over the last few years, as you said, has. So it's awesome to see they're starting to bear a little bit of fruit. But, mate, congratulations again on your first time wearing the skipper's armband out there at the kennel as an actual player, not as the club captain. And, mate, we're going to be cheering you on big time, brother.
Looking forward to trophy night.
Don't get sent off.
Thanks.
I'll
do my best. I can't guarantee that, mate.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, bless you, Hazri. Appreciate it, brother. Have a good one.
Anytime, boys. Thanks for having me.
Love you,
All
bye.
right, love you, man. Peace. Harry Higgins, everybody. Dead set, one of the greatest blokes you will ever have the pleasure of meeting.
He just lifted the vibe,
What an absolute ball of energy.
Yeah. Oh, mate, why do you think I quit drinking 2.5 years ago? I was with him, mate. I was like, well, I'm never doing that again.
So good.
Oh,
Mate, it
mate.
was a spiel about USA Rugby. I'm like,
He's not as dumb as you say, J-Ball. He's actually quite bright.
I know, right?
Right?
Maybe it's just everything else that was associated when I used to hang out with him that made me think that. But, mate, no. Like,
Yeah.
he is
Love it.
very well
He's just happy.
spoken. He could talk under 6 feet of wet cement, and he is a cockroach that nuclear fallout won't even bring down.
Perfect.
Like,
My
oh
kind
my
of man.
God.
He's perfect for touring.
He is brilliant. I remember,
He's
I think it
touring.
was 2 years ago, the last Maggot Fest before this year, I was like, he was playing for the Atlanta Heat.
Yeah.
He was playing Atlanta Rhinos Rugby League. He got cut from the MLR team and went, I'll play for the Rhinos. And he didn't play any games, pretty much, just was there for morale. And I'm like, Higgins, boys are going to Maggot Fest, get around. He's like, in. And just rocks up and just sends it, as he does, mate. And like, everyone's
he's
like,
a guy like
he's just...
day 3 or day 4 before you've even played, where you need a bit of a pep up. You need a bit of a, you know what I mean?
And he
just,
will bring it.
And you're just like, we're back on, boys, we're back.
Will bring it always, and always does it with a smile on his face. A few years ago, the guy who, doTERRA, the MLM, the multi-level marketing thing that does the essential oils and stuff.
Yeah.
The guy who started that is loaded, and he started Tiger Academy, I think, in Chicago. And it's this academy. And a few years ago, he flew Higgins over for a tour that the Tiger Academy was doing, literally because he loves him and wanted to party with him. Higgins was like,
so good.
yeah, man, I'll go. I don't give a shit.
Put
I'm not
me on the
doing
bench.
anything here.
Just put me on the bench.
Yeah.
I don't want to play anymore.
Oh, mate, he's had one of the weirdest careers in world rugby.
He's back home.
He's back home,
Yeah, I love
and
it.
he's
Captain.
killing it.
Doing good
Killing
things
it. At the age of 31, 32,
Is he 32?
he's in his early
gorgeous.
30s. Yeah.
Rooster, isn't he? Yeah.
He's a good-looking
God damn
rooster,
it.
man.
God damn it.
Yeah, he's ripped like
It's
Rambo.
annoying.
I know. Kills me.
Kills me.
Oh, mate, he is...
I thought
Oh,
he was like 25.
nah, mate. No.
God
No.
damn it.
He just brings the heat 24/7, 8. No, he's
Was
an
he a
absolute
was he
legend.
A grammar boy?
He is a grammar boy. Oh, wait.
Grammar
Yeah.
scumbag. Yeah.
Grammar
Very
scumbag.
strange. He's a grammar boy and he's that cool.
I know, right?
Yes.
I know. He actually used to
I
hang
find
out
it very
with-
strange too.
He would hang out with a lot of people from other schools.
We
all
have
right.
talked about zero rugby tonight, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I think we
little bit,
discussed
little bit.
something.
Yeah, segue.
Yeah.
This is what happens when Dow's not here. Dad's not there to give you a clip over the ears when you shit the bed.
I think it was because
Speaking of shit in the bed, time for the Battler's bench.
all right. Well, we've got. We thought we'd do. We've only got a quick segment. We thought we'd do a little quick Q&A. We thought we'd have Dal here, but that's okay. We'll just keep moving on.
We adapt.
It's like we're treading water here. Don't panic. We'll be fine.
It's fine.
Hit a Zaggy. With the new
I think the girls with their nails done now.
No wrong answers. No
I
wrong
love that
answers.
we had a new intro for the show tonight that was like so sick and so awesome.
We're gonna plug-
We also had a
we're
new
gonna-
intro for the Batlers.
We're gonna plug
What's that?
Yops for that too. He did that
What's
for
that?
us. Yeah,
Yops?
no.
Oh, the
start.
intro.
Yeah. So, just a special mention to big Yopu
Yeah.
us all.
I thought you were saying Yops did that one.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
Shit.
I did that one.
I like that. Where do you get all? Yeah,
Mate,
no, sorry.
TikTok.
A TikTok. Righto, so what we're going to do, we're going to ask... let's just keep moving. We keep moving, Dos. We're going to ask Dos a question, then J-Ball a question. It's called No Wrong Answers, so just answer quickly.
Yep.
Whatever first comes up into your head. Ryan, first question.
Aiden.
Does this wait for this for me?
Yes, it's for
For me
you.
or for Ryan? Oh, yeah.
Dos.
Okay, gotcha.
First question. What's your
be quick.
favourite club besides Easts?
Rugby club.
Yeah.
Norths.
Correct. J-Ball. Kiss your mum or get kissed by your dad? Go.
Kiss my dad.
Okay.
Wait, was that an option?
Aiden. Attention.
Yes, Ryan.
What's your favourite position? What position would you like to play besides the positions you did play?
On the rugby field.
Yes, correct.
Inside centre.
Correct.
J-Ball. Favourite natural disaster?
The tsunami in 04.
Correct.
What? Why is it your favourite?
No. We don't want to go into it.
Sorry,
Aiden.
you're asking the questions.
What was your worst injury?
My ACLs.
Correct.
J-Ball. Fixed rate or variable home loan in this current fiscal climate?
You go fixed rate, maybe.
Wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ados, what's your shoe size?
Shoe size is US 11.5.
Correct.
Ooh, good one. J-Ball, in the same kind of thing, when does human life start? At birth? Or at insemination? Or from 6 to 20 weeks?
28 weeks is typically when they're viable, so I'd say around there.
Why would you answer any of these? Thank you for playing.
did really well.
Zachy, play us off. Play the thing again. Play the thing again. Yes.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
I'd like to do a quick review of some of J-Ball's answers.
Mate,
Some of those answers there. ACL was your worst injury.
I had to just make them up. Like that's just I just boom, you know.
So did I.
You did well. J-Ball did actually surprisingly well. You were trying to stump him, but
He shouldn't have answered any of those.
he was just like, yeah, well, fix. And you're like, fuck.
Incorrect. All right. That's Battles
I
Bench.
hope my wife's
Battles
not
bench.
watching.
Oh, wait.
I think that was a good answer.
That was a good answer, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mate, it's your first kid. No one knows what's going on. You know what I mean? Seriously, parenting's like bowling with the guardrails up. Just got to veer them in the right direction, mate. We try.
I think we've covered it all, right?
Move on.
Opportunity. Just thought I'd get another one in there. Opportunity.
Nice.
There was something in the Randwick game on the weekend you wanted to bring to everyone's attention, didn't you, big fat Darce?
Yeah. Just noticed just a great piece of play here. Penalty kick at the moment. Just watching the front. Yeah. It's just there. Right. I think he tried to walk out of the shot. Turns out he was directly in it. So you think he's probably out of the game, right? Look at that little grubber he puts in. Beautiful.
Puts in a perler of a
He
kick.
got belted for his trouble. Not going to yak anything up. He's already gotten rid of it.
Hell yeah.
Right?
How good's that, eh?
That was 4 minutes in as well.
That's 4 minutes.
4 minutes in. Oh, he just had a bad
Obviously had a-
carbonara the night before.
had a big night
Had a
before.
belter of a night the night before.
And that's why I think he was probably going, go towards the sideline a little bit more where no one will see it. Corner cam. Straight down the barrel.
Just
Nick Chan bringing up, I think, what did Sione call it? The Fiji Gatorade.
Yeah, double carver.
Oh, that was a good one, big fat Darce.
yeah. Well, Tino's in the mines, so
Yeah, it was a good one for a few. All right, now it's time to review the action we saw over the weekend just gone. Hospital Cup round 14. As we said, there were some pretty big wins. And the results pretty much went the way we were all anticipating. Bond 46, Norths 10. West 57 over Sunnybank 24. East 38 over South 22. But the game we're going to delve into, second versus third, I think it was. Brothers 34, UQ 42.
Yes.
UQ on the day as they are wont to do. Friends, just relentless, absolutely relentless.
Mate, it was good. It was good to watch, to be honest. One honourable mention though, Christian, the bloody prop. He's
Jaden Christian.
He's solid.
Yeah,
mate.
Mosiah Christian's
his older brother or younger brother, whatever.
I think
His
maybe
brother.
younger brother, but Mac really had an absolute day out,
Yep.
highlighted
Twydale.
by that. Tried Brad Twydale's
He's
an
been
absolute
sharp,
gun.
mate.
And then we saw here, Connor Mitchell's probably not going to score an easier try in his storied and illustrious
Siakasini.
rugby career. But
Comes
it
on.
eventually just went all one way for UQ. Sam Hine pulled this one back. So the score was a lot closer with going into the final sort of 25-odd minutes than you would have anticipated. But TJ Siakasini wrapping it up with a try here in the 61st minute. Iced it for him. But as I said, UQ did what UQ does, Dos. They were just... The tempo with which they play is just second to none.
Yeah, and I think, you nailed it there. They do what they just do. They went back to basics. They recycle the ball. They build phases. I mean, it was a great game. I think that try for Connor Mitchell just after halftime, it sort of took the wind out of brothers' sails. And then I think a few minutes after that, Matt Greeley goes short side with Connor Mitchell again, and Coyote scores. And, they go 14 points in 3 minutes.
Yep.
And that's essentially the game there. But brilliant battle out at Crosby Park. I mean, a true...
Awesome game of footy.
Yeah, played like two top 4 teams. And that'll be that sort of intensity that these teams will need moving into these last 3 rounds. UQ, obviously, big game against East. And an important win for UQ because it keeps them in the top 3.
Yep.
And now East really have to chase the game this week.
And they have a bye coming up as well.
And they've got a bye.
But
and
also have Norths and Souths.
UQ do?
You do. Oh, they do.
No, East have got...
East have got the hardest run, I
Yeah,
think.
they've got UQ, a bye,
Brothers.
Bond, and Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, East aren't playing finals.
So, but I mean, they come out with 3 wins out of that, and then they're the form team going into the finals. So it goes either way.
Won't happen, but...
We'll see, man.
We don't know, mate.
Anything
You don't know
happen,
this
mate.
year.
You don't know.
No, I'm doing you a favour. A couple of years ago, I said halfway through the season, UQ's not playing finals, and they went on to win the whole bloody comp. So, what do I know?
But the
There's
heavies,
a reason why I'm sitting here in high vis and not like
Well played.
yeah, like,
Mate,
That's actually my shirt.
it is your
my old
it
shirt.
is your shirt. That's my old shirt actually.
I just thought finally get some. This is the only merch I have, and it's not even the current.
at least you get
Wear
merch.
our shirts,
At
right?
least you get merch, yeah.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry, I'm working on it, boys.
Oh, I'm
working
working
on it.
working on it.
As
I'm
he
still
sits
working
there
on
wearing a
it.
pack fit singlet.
Wait, maybe you stop doing all your 4K runs, bruh.
Oh, well, bear.
Oh, mate,
trying to
nah,
get
that's
fit,
good. Well,
To be honest, I think Greg or the Groundsman might have to do a live
I
feed
think so
from,
too.
from Crosby Road, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you reckon they're at the point where we're going to get rid of the West when the West were about to do their big field upgrade? They were like,
In
we're not
20
changing light bulbs. We're not mowing the grass."
2011?
They just got to stop. Yeah, well, they stopped caring, and we're like, well, it's all
Yeah.
getting demolished anyway.
Black
You think-
Dogs didn't play a home game in 5 years
Yeah, yeah.
because the lights on
We played
field.
Goodna.
Yeah, the lights, and then they were like, "Oh, you play your home games at Goodna now." We're like, "Why?" They're like, "Oh, so you have a home field." We're like, "Every other team's based in Brisbane. We'd rather just play away because it's down the road. Now our home game is in Goodna." Like, we played Brothers and Souths.
Who
and-
set that up?
I think it was Brownie. He's like, "You're welcome, boys." We're like, "Thanks, man.
Wait,
Appreciate
got
it."
your home ground. Like,
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, like,
We're Goodna Gorillas. I'm like,
awesome.
huh?
Thanks, mate. That said, I got to admit that was also the year where they were knocking down the field, and we used to just no one else was there, so we used to just sneak into the old clubhouse and just trash it. We'd roll in on a Friday night,
man.
break the lock,
I
and
think
get
we
in
had
and
like
just
12 court
decimate
sessions
it and just
that
hose
year,
it out.
At season opener.
Yeah,
we had
because no one was in there. Yeah, it was
We had
sick.
our undies party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
No, the theme was jocks, crocs, blocks, and 30 blocks. No, was it? Jocks, crocs, socks, and 30 blocks. It was 30 blokes
That's
wearing
so-
white socks,
I went to
crocs,
Kmart,
undies, and
bought 30
drinking
pairs of
slabs of
undies
piss.
and socks, and then they ran out of Crocs, so I had to buy those reef shoes with the toggle.
Yeah. Oh, that was good gas. They knocked that down about 2 days after that, actually. Good on them. Needed to. Well, let's just look into this now then. So who do you reckon's going to be playing finals in QPR, Dos?
Man, I reckon Western Brothers go through
Yep.
as the top 2, and then who's in 4th? Jeeps. Oh man, this is a tough one.
Because you can
this is a good
say that you'd say that It's
Jeeps are
East, Jeeps, and Bond, and UQ.
Yeah. I mean, it's either going to be... Look, East are going to go win the next 3 games and get through, which probably kicks Uni out. So East and Jeeps are 3 and 4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Loose. Big fat ass.
I'm just worried about UQ. UQ as a team are very solid, but I don't think they have the injection of talent that like a Wes or a Bond kind of get. You know what I mean? Like
I think, and
No,
Harry...
they only had Dane Zander and Nick Euster and Lucas Ripley, and Connor Vest will be coming back.
yeah, he will be.
No
coming
talent.
back. Well,
Seth Fang,
okay.
RC,
No,
man.
hold on. Now you're defending UQ. Okay. Don't know how
No,
to read you,
I'm
mate.
denigrating you.
Oh, okay.
UQ just happens to be on the right side of this ledger.
No, but
so
I-
I'm going to stop doing it. 'cause I hate that.
I think we got good insight from Harry Higgins, who's obviously played against all these teams, so he knows what it's like out there. And yeah, the fact that he didn't mention Uni as one of the top 4 teams probably tells me that West would be comfortable playing them, so they'd want them in the top 4. I mean, I
think so with the guys they're getting coming in and playing for them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think they're going to
For
be.
West.
I think West, the depth is just there. Like we were saying the other day, Ethan Dobbins or whatever playing on the bench, and he's been one of the best hookers all year. Ulysses comes in and starts or whatever, but then you've got Matt Gordon or whatever.
Mason.
Mason Gordon playing, Reggie's and then coming on
Yeah.
off the bench. Like there's a lot of depth there,
Yeah.
which will get you through the finals.
You got the second highest point scorer last
And if they
week
don't-
coming off the bench in the whole comp.
if they aren't in the grand final this year,
Triple
it's
Whiteside.
it's not going to be be a massive shame. But Bond at the moment they're 6th.
They're 6th.
I don't. As much as I'd love to see him in there, I don't know if they'll make it.
No, neither.
To be honest,
Or-
I think
Bond have South this weekend, and then they've got UQ,
East.
and then they've got Brothers, then East.
that's a hard run too.
That's a very hard run.
Yeah.
So I think the hardest runs are probably East and Bond.
East and Bond have probably got the hardest runs.
I
gotta be
personally
there.
think it's going to be West Brothers, UQ Jeeps.
yeah.
It's top 4
You
as
got
it is.
3. You've got West, who have been arguably the best, top of the table, best depth, all that sort of stuff. Then you've got Brothers, who've got that contingent, and they've
You
got
got
the runs on the board. You've got Jeeps, who are just a huge squad.
They've
of
only
six-
lost 2 games. Jeez.
Yeah.
2. You know
They've
what I
got a
mean?
huge
they
squad
should be at the top.
that is absolutely
Yeah.
awesome and have been there for a while, and UQ's UQ. So
It'd be good. It'd be
Yeah,
a cracker.
UQ's UQ, but
I would love to see Bond in there, and I'd love to see a West versus Bond grand final, because that would be just one of the most high-scoring, awesome attacking grand finals.
West
you've ever
versus
seen.
Jeep semi. Remember that one from last year?
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
cracker.
God.
yeah,
That was a
Everyone was
heartbreaker.
feeding
That was a
feeding
phenomenal
me, feeding me.
Great
that
game.
last kick. I ran over to everyone West.
Yeah. We remember, mate.
Yep.
Yeah.
You prick. All right, shoot shield. Anyone? No one?
No.
Go on.
No, go.
We'll talk about
Sell it to us, J-Bor.
All right, so shoot shield round 17. Second,
I'm
the penultimate
off it.
The penultimate round,
Yep.
Uni 41 over West Harbour 0, Norths 55 over the 2 Blues 22, Gordon 24 over Manly 22. Not what they needed, the Marlins, because if they lose this weekend, which they may do because they've got they've got Sydney Uni, I think it is. They could be outside of the top 4 as a result of that. Rats 29 over South 7, East 36 over the Hunter 20. But the Wicks 31 over Eastwood 17. This was an awesome game of footy, highlighted by this man right here, Matty Fessler, getting the first try of the match for the Wicks. And then look at this here, Fabian Goodall, the big inside centre for Eastwood, 25 odd metres out, scores an absolute belter of a try. This was an unbelievably good game of footy, and then it was this man right here, Dylan Dowling, putting in this 50-22.
How good
which-
their fields are.
Yeah, they're stellar out of Coogee there, which then set up Matty Fessler to get his second try of the day, which was really the catalyst there for the Wicks to come away with a very comprehensive and good win over a very good Eastwood side. But, mate, like Benny McCormack, I was chatting to him last week. And
What a man.
He was just saying,
What a man.
he was just like, mate, because I said, mate, you just squeaked past a 1-point win against Hunter. Bloody hell, he goes, mate, it's the competition. It's just crazy that you've got 3 sides. So there's 4 sides outside the top 4. South are dog shit, no offence, but you've got the 2 Blues, West Harbour, and Hunter,
Yeah.
all with 4, 5, 6 wins apiece this season, and
Yeah, I
but
know.
the wins are
It's-
against top 3
Yep.
opposition.
I was looking at the table the other day, and that's what I was looking at. I was like, far out. Like they've lost a lot, but they've won a lot, and like you said, they've taken the top
Really
teams.
big, high class scalps, and mate, he's just like
So it's top 8 or top 6?
Top 8.
So that's pretty cool. I reckon
It's awesome.
We need to do top 6.
We need to do top 6.
In my
mate.
opinion.
Yeah, I reckon that would be awesome. It could
Especially in this comp.
still
Yeah.
remain a 3-week final series, but you could have the 1 and 2 top side have a week off.
Yeah, true.
Give them that breather going into a prelim or a semi going into the finals. So, it would be awesome to see more sides getting some game time come August, September. But, mate, that game was so damn good, man. And I want to give a shout out because we are about to do our rugby segment. And I wanted to give it to someone from the Wicks, and I was maybe thinking Matty Fezler. I was even thinking, but I want to give a shout out. This isn't my rugby, but James Tompkinson, their 7 is an absolute pest. Dylan Dowling, their halfback, was absolutely awesome. And Matty Fezler and Ben Houston in the forward pack were awesome. But my rugby from the week just gone, it goes to Hamish Roberts from Bond, scoring 21 points. On debut, scores 21 points, 2 tries, and shoots the lights out, converting those tries in bags of penalty as well, mate.
Where's this fella from?
This kid's from Bond. He's the kid who in 2018 Nudgy beat TSS in the final play by a point to win the premiership. A year later in the first round, TSS play Nudgy, and he kicks a penalty after the hooter to essentially lock up the premiership. He is cool as ice, and he is an absolute gun, and this was his first opportunity getting a start, and he absolutely gobbled it up. Absolutely gobbled it up, mate. He is a freak, and it's just testament, man.
What
Bond have got some attacking
They do,
guns
mate. They
down
do.
there on the GC.
What position does he play for? What position does he play in Colts? Is he a
I
winger?
don't know. I
He's a
assume
winger.
so. Yeah, probably.
So
Why is that?
I just want to know whether he's just playing wing because he's stepping up to first grade and then.
No, well, he was a winger at TSS.
He was a winger at TSS.
He was a winger. On the end of a back line that had Dion Samuela and all that shit. So
because he moves well. He's obviously a good goal kicker.
very balanced runner.
So he's a good kicker. He moves well.
A lot like Joey Fiddock. He's built the same running style. But mate, it was so hard to go past someone who on debut gets 21 points, 2 tries.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely lit them up.
He took his opportunity.
He's a goal kicker.
Did
That
he
try,
goal kick, though?
that try, he gets off that kick from Hayden Sargent. He then slots from the sideline, so he can slot it from anywhere.
He took his opportunity.
He
I
did.
didn't hear it before.
He took his opportunity.
Yeah.
He did take his opportunities. Now, friends, your rugby from the weekend just gone
Yes.
goes to
Ben
Nabosalangi.
He's the only one who seems to be picked every week in the team and doesn't get replaced by a rebel.
Well, look at this here. Look at
He's sharp, though.
he
This
is
is some
just
West
a
footy.
clean finisher, Narbo.
He's actually underrated, in my opinion.
I think a couple of years ago he was getting some good runs on the board, and I think he
Well,
was
no,
a bit
he's-
injury prone,
injury.
and he would have been on the brink of NRC. He was that classy.
He's got that real
Starting up.
Fijian style of running and that step, and mate, he's sharp. He's sharp. And,
Yeah.
We
and like
played
I
on-
said, he's been playing week in, week out.
He's got a
Touch
hell of a
wood.
smile on him too.
Yeah.
Well, we played footy on Tuesday night, and he was in the change rooms after, and his whole leg was bandaged from. I think he's getting
Gout.
could possibly gout. No, he was he had cuts all down his leg. So look at him running like that, right? He's probably been on a couple of 4K runs.
Yeah, probably. But mate,
Fat
we
shaming.
we
I don't
saw
know. I'm proud of you.
we saw
I
last
couldn't do
year that semi-final against Jeeps. He played
Yeah,
the
he
house
was on
down,
fire.
3 tries, absolute
was on
superstar.
fire.
So yeah, hopefully Nabo, mate. He is an absolute finisher and a half, and as you said, in a side that is just ringing the changes, he seems to be the mainstay.
Yeah.
So good to see. Big Fat Das, your rugby goes to the girls, the Aussie Women's
Australian
Sevens, mate.
Sevens team, mate. Just these girls have been top of the game for 10 years, maybe. Putting it all together, and they're all super charismatic. They're a great. Role models, getting girls, inspiring girls. They're always down at trainings. They're always doing clinics, and just you can't say a bad word about them. And
No.
they're just and they're still just still moving forward. There's been no. It's just a constant rise for him.
Mate, as you said, they're all charismatic. There are some characters in there, man. Like
Yeah,
Dom
yeah.
Dutoy is Queen Kook, and love it, mate. Yeah, have you seen the footage of her just like putting her face against a window going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with the nose? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
There's
it.
a photo. I couldn't
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
off the internet. I think after they won, and everyone's like, "Yeah," and she's in the back like,
Yeah.
"No,
That's so good.
just like, oh, mate,
We need to get her on the show.
100%, man. I'm sure she'll be a bit dusty at the moment. So we'll give her a week or two to settle in. But yeah, we'll definitely have to get Dom Dutoy on the blower because she seems like an absolute kook, and I love it.
Damn.
Dos, your rugby from the weekend just gone.
My rugby was a shout out to the Churchy first 15.
Boo.
Oh, yeah. Mate,
Let's
you
go.
know what?
Let's
Well
go.
done.
Well done, Dos.
Beat Nudgy,
Yeah.
33-27. Out at Churchy, and yeah, it was a brilliant game. It was
Were
a
you
brilliant
there?
game. Yeah, I was there.
Was it a good game?
So I do some coaching at Churchy, and yeah, mate, it was brilliant. It was back to I guess what I remember being at school, and that just that feeling. Everyone, it's good now. Churchy, they've brought the crowd a lot closer to main oval with some makeshift stands, but mate, Nudgy have this outside centre.
Robert Toya,
who scored 2 tries in the first 15 minutes, just destroying everyone, and then unfortunately did his ACL, it looks like. And
Signed at the
then
Roosters.
Signed at the Roosters, and I think that sort of was obviously a bit of a game changer for Churchy. But mate, they scored a try in the last minute, so they fought all the way till the end, and then were able to hold out Nudgy in the dying stages, and the boys were pretty happy afterwards.
Well, there's only 2 undefeated sides in GPS footy this season, and that's Brisbane Grammar and Churchy. Isn't that right, Zach?
Grammar.
Yeah.
Have they not played all season or something? they can't see
had
the
a
ball.
bye.
Two
They've
buys.
been playing the other school's third 15.
They're Downlands.
And they're killing. No, they lost to Downlands in the first round. But
love
that's
it.
technically a bye.
Yeah, it doesn't
so
count,
we'll
doesn't
take
count.
that. But no, they dusted Hippie Grammar last week. And then beat Terrace on the weekend, which is
Terrace on the
glorious
weekend.
because my cousin plays fullback for Terrace. So, Nikki, suck a fat one. You're out of the family. You loser.
Love it.
Nothing better than a little bit
Inspiring
of child
kids.
abuse on a Monday night. And then last one, Dow couldn't be here because he's a dog ass.
Yeah. Suck that one.
But he wanted everyone to know. He wanted everyone to know his rugby from the weekend just gone was Billy Bully. Scored a try here for the Brethren. You got to love Billy Bully from Northern Queensland, mate. Wiry little ginger. Has a crack. Like, every time he got the ball in hand, looked pretty deadly. But just this right here sums up Billy Bully. Bang off the
Boost.
right. See you
Buzz,
later.
Casey.
Buzz, whoop.
Buzz.
See you later. Just that right there is so courageous. He's isolated.
Oh, give me a
takes
break.
it into contact,
He's
but
a
then
winger,
also.
mate. Get the ball and run. It's
He got lost in a
courageous.
dust cloud, J-Ball, right?
But no, yeah, that's true. You just use it to your advantage.
He'd
But
be
no,
on
like
15, 16.
courageous, and I just want to blow him. No, but like
Blow him,
no,
Billy
but
Bully.
it takes a lot of balls for a bloke who's built like a 12-year-old
Yeah, you're right.
vegetarian to take it
Anemic.
isolated at like what is arguably straight into contact, put some footwork on, get through, and dust half a dozen blokes to then put your side in an awesome attacking position like that. He's flipped it on its head. Too bad he plays for Brothers, so stick it up your chuck.
He's awesome though, and he always finds his way to the try line
Does,
every
does,
game.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he's one
He's
of
the
those
leading
so
try
courageous.
scorer this season.
He is.
He's
fine
one
to
of those
confirm
wiry dudes who's tough to really tough to tackle.
Yeah. He
So,
really
yeah.
takes his opportunities.
Yeah, he really takes his opportunities.
I'll get one more in. I can't find another opportunity.
He's
though.
so courageous.
Oh, big fat ass, nailed it. All right, well, that gives us an opportunity to round out this week's episode of the PAC Show. Remember, folks, do subscribe, and share all our content so that Nani Laumape doesn't leave us on red once
It'd be a
again.
really good opportunity for us.
It would be a bloody good opportunity if we could get Nani Laumape, and it'd be a good opportunity for him to get his voice out there. But as I said, subscribe, share our shit, get around the boys, Dos, Big Fat Das, Kill Switch, Zachy Boy on the 1s and 2s, mate. We
Absolutely.
gotta love him, mate.
seamless,
He's an
mate.
absolute gun. Let's give a round of applause for Zachy
Someone
Boy.
sign him up.
Someone sign him up.
Give him
Be
an
a good
opportunity.
Yeah. And with that, we'll round out this week's episode of the PAC Show. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. Ciao.